Hey, Calvin Ellis here. Welcome back to Comic Book Hero. Once again, we're looking at upcoming books of the week and a couple of ones that came out last week since we weren't able to do the show. A wee bit of a hiatus thanks to all of these conventions all over the country. That being said, just a reminder, we are not a show that advocates flipping books. We're more about collecting and building up great collections at the end of the day, which you can't do if you're always flipping things. That's not to say I don't flip a book here and there, or you can't flip a book here and there. But if that's your premise, then you might want to go, nah, we're the right show. Stick with us. Anyway, we're going to be looking at DC first. And DC is just, again, knocking it out of the park with their B covers, known as Killer B covers or AV covers. You can pretty much just take your pick, but we'll focus on Batman Kings of Fear, #1, since it's done by Bill Sienkiewicz, and it's just a no-brainer. He's just a real fan favorite artist. In addition, Wonder Woman 53. Jenny Frisson's run on Wonder Woman is going to be exceptionally collectible. It's going to be like the Brian Bolland run or the Adam Hughes run at the end of the day. She's just turning them out, and because they're coming out twice a month, it's going to even be that much harder for people to get them if you're not paying attention right now. So those are the covers that we're looking at for DC. Really good covers, and I believe very good investments for the long term. In terms of Marvel, almost forgot. Doomsday Clock has had a third and fourth printing. There's a fourth printing for issue #1, and there is a third printing for issue #2. Now, again, as a collector, I always look out for this because once we start getting into various printings, a lot of times the later printings are more valuable than the initial printing, that first printing. Okay, look at something like Superman 75, where the fourth printing is going to be worth more than the first printing because there are less of them, less guys got them, and they become that much rarer. So I've been paying attention to this, and if you're, in the know, you would pick those up. Fourth printing for #1 and third printing for #2. Always a good one to have, and they're cheap. So again, your investment is really marginal at the end of the day. If it doesn't work out, you put them together as a lot, and you still make your money. For Marvel, however, I have to say I'm a bit annoyed. Marvel has been trying to do DC 1 better. DC had a really good idea with Rebirth, where they released all the #1s, and each #1 had a variant cover. And so because of that, they made really good money. It was a smart business move, too, made things very collectible. Marvel has decided we're going to release #1s and have 7 or 8 or 9 covers, for that #1 at the end of the day. The problem with that is that the regular covers, the ones that you can get your hands on, will be okay, but then the ones that are rarer, what you really want to get your hands on, these are $50, $80, $100, in some cases $500 in order to get your hands on them. It definitely makes them rarer, but it's supposed to work the other way around. The book is supposed to be rare and appreciate in value, not start off at $500. Anyway, that being said, the best of the bunch is going to be Punisher #1, and it's going to be the covers by Mike Zeck. Again, no-brainer. Mike Zeck on the Punisher, hey, like peanut butter and jelly at the end of the day. The two covers, a color and a black and white cover. Both of them look really good, and both of them are expensive. So, unless you've got deep pockets, look for a cheap copy, because at the end of the day, if you buy it for $500, you're going to have to sit on that book for a while before you ever think about selling it. Unless, of course, you're a Punisher fan or you're a fan of Mike Zeck's art, like you should be. So, that wraps us up. Again, for DC, we're looking at Batman Kings of Fear #1, Wonder Woman 53, also Doomsday Clock #1, fourth printing, Doomsday Clock #2, third printing, and for Marvel, Punisher #1, both covers by Mike Zeck, both color and black and white covers. Okay, we'll see you next time. Oh, don't forget to tune into Comic Book Hero as we start doing comic reviews again, not just letting you know what books we should buy for the covers, but what books are actually good for the stories. Okay, we hope to see you back. Hey, we know we'll see you back. Until next time,